Hey, I am Spencer, and you have tuned in to another episode about our pandemic garden. And let me show you what we got going on today. We've got a little bit of a chicken issue. All right, so the deal is that we got some baby chicks from our friend Debbie, 2 weeks ago, and they're getting big. So definitely too big to be here in the workshop. So the plan is to build them a tiny coop. Not a full-blown coop, you know, just a tiny coop. It's kind of like a tiny house, only not on wheels and parked in Portland, Oregon. But the idea behind the tiny coop is to have a smaller coop on hand. Every time we have chicks, it will live inside of our chicken run, and we can use it for baby chicks if we're doing broiler meat birds or sequestering chickens for some reason. Or even if we end up with a broody hen, it might come in handy. All right, so this is the inner sanctum of the run. And we've got the kind of like funky hoop house thing over here. And the new mini coop is gonna go right beside it. That way the mini chickens have kind of like their own area. When they're mini, when they get bigger, they can just be integrated. All right, it's been about a week since I was first working on the mini coop. So I'm just checking in on it and got to get it finished up. But before I do that, let me just sort of show you where we're at. All right, so the structure is built the way it is for a few reasons. Number one, I always have room under the buildings in the chicken area just so that chickens can go under there, hang out in the shade, chill out, do what they want to do, stay out of the rain. It has a pallet on the base and 3 walls so far with what looks like ventilation back there. I'm going to leave that ventilated but put some hardware cloth on that. So it just needs the front and a ramp and some paint to look really good. It looks like a kind of skanky chicken shack right now, but I guarantee you it's going to tune up and look really nice. All right, here is your mini coop reveal party going on. So we got the big coop over here. You know about that. Mini coop is over here, and baby chicks are out. Yeah, and they're checking it out. These are 2 or 3 week old chicks, almost pullet stage. And just to look at the setup here, we've got, this is the bigger run, right? So this is the run where all the chickens hang out. And the big birds, big girls, they can go in and out into this little covered yard area with the anti-hawk safety device, which has been keeping our chickens alive, and I'm loving it. Anyway, then we got a divider that keeps the little chicks over in little chick land, and little chick land has a new home, which is the mini coop. Let's check it out. Pretty basic conditions in the tiny coop. It's a box. I'm gonna put up a couple roosting poles when they get a little bit bigger, start doing that. And I think tonight and maybe tomorrow night I'm gonna need a heat lamp in here. Otherwise, it's just a simple accommodation. Now you might be thinking that the tiny coop is a little bit shabby chic because, you know, it's built with all old stuff, recycled stuff, but that just conforms to my philosophy about chickens, which is basically that you can raise chickens really well in very good accommodations, a good setup for almost no money, negative money, profit often, even if you're just selling the eggs. And the reason I say that is just that, you know, you can build your coops and your roosts and your watering buckets and your feeders and all that. You can just build that out of found stuff, free stuff, recycled stuff, upcycled stuff, if that's your thing. I know a lot of people have more gourmet setups, like really top of the line setups, and the chickens are happy. Our chickens do really well and seem to be really happy. You know, this is a coop made out of old recycled stuff, but that doesn't really affect the chicken mentality. Like, the chicken is not thinking to itself, dang, I'm living in some downscale accommodations. It just doesn't cross the chicken's mind. All right, thanks for checking out my maximally awesome tiny coop situation. We plan to use it right now for these pullets, these young birds, which are mainly gonna be layers. There's some roosters in there, but mainly gonna be layers. So that's our use right now. But in the future, I think we might use it for our Cornish cross birds. And also, if we can get some chickens setting on fertilized eggs, it could be a nice little broody chicken house. Anyway, thanks for checking it out. I got more chicken videos and content on the channel. And otherwise, I'm just gonna see you in the next video.